time I'm on time. It's currently like 7:10. Let me give you some time to gather here, and then we'd be starting with the updates from Gaza. After that, I'm gonna talk a bit about my studyings, um, how I spend my days as a student here. But first, tell me and confirm if the voice is clear or not. I'd like to know. Is my voice clear? Comment yes or no. Okay, okay, nice. So my voice is clear. This is amazing. Welcome. How are you doing? Tell me how have been your days. What were what are the news for you? Till we wait some more people to gather here in the live. Well, unfortunately, uh, yes, for the past month, if you've been following the news for Gaza, you've been, I'm sure you've been seeing a lot of big news that oh my God, a ceasefire is gonna be happening soon, a truce is gonna be happening, the negotiations are going. It's gonna be approximately the next week, the next Saturday, or the next Monday, for example. We've been excited, let's say, for this Monday, which is today, because they've been saying oh my God, the next Monday it's gonna be the truce, the ceasefire, the news, everything will be amazing. Yes, Ella Nina, it's propaganda. Yes, because it's Monday and nothing happened. And honestly, I was this close to actually, like, uh, what is the word? Not go live, to cancel the idea, because since the morning, the bombings were unimaginable. Truly, I woke up many times to horrific sounds. When you're tired and you're sleeping, and then you heard poof, and you wake up, you see oh my God, what's happening? What's happening? And then because you're so tired, you sleep again, and then poof, man, this is terrifying. Like a nightmare that actually you've been experiencing every day. Um, this is I don't know, uncomfortable, uncomfortable at all. By the way, comment. Tell me what's the time in your country right now? Like, are you from the other side of the world where it's night, for example? Tell me so I'd be knowing now. Okay. The blockade is continuing. The aid hasn't entered. Like, if you've seen my last vlog and my last live, I've talked about the aid entering news. Um, and and every time I talk about this topic, I don't feel actually safe because it has some um, sensitive like things to talk about. So I'm not gonna talk about them again. You can watch my last live to have a better understanding. You know, I'm actually like I've prepared some bullet notes here for the things I want to talk about because I don't want this to be boring. Has a lot of and you know. So the news I was about to tell you is the they are expelling us or trying to spread broad evacuations. So I want you just to imagine the situation where you are hungry and you went to the markets and found nothing to buy, actually to eat. So you're at your place, at your shelter, trying to figure your day out, and then an evacuation order, where in most cases you get a walk, like long walks for hours till you reach the humanitarian place. Like this kind of effort needs power. I'm back. Well, the internet went out, just the average for the Palestinian in Gaza. So, are you there still? Guys, comment anything so I can know if you're here or not. Hello? It's 9:36 p.m. in India. Oh my god, that's so late. It's actually 7 here. Hello again. Welcome. Okay. As I was, okay. Because the internet isn't guaranteed here, let's be more fast. Okay? So, would end this soon. Hopefully, safe. Okay? So, the update, like, isn't new like any other update. The famine, starvation, evacuations, they are trying every way possible to harden the situation on us. They are like, I feel they're doing like every way possible. How could they harm a human being? That's it. So, um, when you're in 2025 and deep in your mind that you're a human being and people, human beings in overall must have their basic needs, their basic lives, their basic rights in education, in food security, in safety. Kids must be playing, etc. And then you feel and you live the reality where your people are being dehumanized in front of the whole world. And you see, the world isn't truly taking any steps to end this. So you feel like, so am I the problem? Or is the concept I have is the problem? So this is a moment of confusion that I go through. Actually, before this genocide, I was like watching the news and catastrophes around the world when people are living in wars, living in tents. And I was like so surprised. I was shocked. I was telling my dad, like, oh my God, oh my God. Remembering this situation feels, I don't know. I was telling my dad, oh my God, people are actually living in a tent with flies being on the tent, on the sand, and the bathroom are in a separate place, isn't in the same place they live in. Oh my God, that's a life I could never bear. How these people are like living in this situation? And my dad answered me like a very valid question. I answer. He said, no choice. What would they do? And now, after 600 days here in the genocide, where actually I have lived in a tent where in Khan Yunis we were, and yes, we would be living in a tent. I was at the refugee camp in the KYDC. If you've been following me from the beginning, you can go down in the shorts and you'll find my documentaries from there. So yeah, we were living in a tent, and The restrooms were in a different place, and at night, we actually were leaving the place we sit in and we shelter in the dark only to go to the restrooms. So, it feels like a dream when you'd be feeling like talking about the situation and then living it actually hard. This is like, I don't know, astonishing. Truly. So, uh, yes, this is the situation that I've been to. Hello, I'm back. The internet here. This is not my day, actually. It seems like it's not my day. Well, for my studying, as I've told you, like, I'm trying my best, you know, but without good nutrition, it's hard because I won't be having power and actually not having a good immune system. If you've noticed my voice, like, I catch illnesses, I catch viruses very easily because of the bad nutrition. And that affects my studying actually, but I try to not be harsh on myself and actually give myself some sort of a flexibility. If you're a student, you can apply this in your studying schedules. It's really effective, and I found it great. You know what I mean? So, for example, as I showed you one of my vlogs, if I prepared my studying lists, I won't be like so specified, like this must be ended in such an hour and this must be ended in specific day. And if I didn't do it accordingly, I'll be like, oh my gosh, I failed. Nah, because our days aren't the same. And we live in such great instability. So I must be flexible with my studies, with my schedules. You know what I mean? So if you're a student, I definitely recommend flexibility to be in your routine. And I feel now I'm ready to take some of your questions. It's almost 7 27 p.m. So it's been for me like 17 minutes talking about myself, updates, personal takes, etc. Now I'm excited and interested to take your questions. So if you have any question, comment it here so I'd be seeing it and answering your questions. You know, should I tell you something? Like a secret? I don't know. Okay. Lately, when I'm looking into my comments and into like people response or reactions on my videos, I've been spotting some kind of comments that won't be logically from like a real follower. You know what I mean? It is more likely to be from spies. So, I don't know. It's a bit concerning, you know? But this is a thing that I've been experiencing lately. You know what I mean? I don't know. your opinions. So, that's why in the reel I've made that time talking about three self mechanisms I developed as a genocide survivor in Gaza. One of them was not trusting anyone because they may be a spy. This is true. This is correct because, yeah, I'm spotting them. Spotting them. Uh, I've been seeing a lot of people questioning how can they help people in Gaza. What are the ways of support that they can give? Well, let me tell you. Now, the most basic things, if they have social media, support their posts, spread their voices, their messages. This is the thing I recommend. Now, if you want to support financially, for example, a lot of people in Gaza has a support link, but people say, like, for example, uh, if there is nothing to buy or to sell, to buy, if there's nothing to buy in the markets, so what is the money for, Well, yes, the markets are empty, but sometimes you get to find some people selling things that they have kept for like months. So when you find such things, it's gonna be expensive, of course. So if the person in Gaza had money, it would be so easy for him to get the life basics or the food essentials to get their meal for the day. You know what I mean? So this is something that I like to point out. You know what I say? I say like I feel if I survived this genocide, I want to be feeling like the true value of money, because I'm like, for example, I'm living in days where a kilogram of sugar costs above $100. So in such a situation where $100 gets you 1 kilogram of sugar, you know what I mean? So when I survive and I see that $100 worth much more than sugar, I'd be like, I don't know, confused, because these are such two different situations. I don't know. So this was the life for today. Thanks for everyone who joined. Uh, so honored to have you. See you soon, inshallah. Bye.